Hello guys, welcome back to Ntanzi Reality Channel. This is Ntanzi Reality News. Now guys, the Sinzomewa trial is currently happening. Warrant Officer Ndlovu, this is the officer or the warrant officer who was said to be the one who did the downloads on the memory card that is said to have come from the Samsung J5 belonging to Bongani Ntanzi. Now, on yesterday's live stream, we had expressed how there was a picture that was circulating in social media that allegedly is being shown as one of the pictures there in court that are being discussed. Of course, we don't have all the pictures like the ones where he's wearing a hoodie and whatnot, but this particular picture that in my opinion got leaked, if not got leaked, but it happens that there is a good Samaritan somewhere out there who decided to just share this picture on social media so that we get a glimpse of what is happening in court with regards to the images. Of course, you guys know that the state ruled against the pictures being demonstrated to the public a while back. That's like 2 to 3 years back, before this case even started, while it was still being presided over by Judge Shipiwa Maumela. There was an application that was made that the pictures, the exhibits that are demonstrated in court should not be demonstrated to the public. We don't know exactly or recall exactly the reason why that was ruled for, but when the new judge presided over the case, he just decided to de novo everything else except for that privilege of not having the witnesses show their faces as well as the exhibits being shown to the public. They just continued on with all of those applications that were made in the previous court sitting that was done by Judge Shipiwa Maumela. But that's another topic for another day. I want to tell you about what is going around in social media. I'm gonna try and show you this picture. Have a look at this picture, you guys. I want us to look at this picture. They are saying that this is Bongani Ntanzi and it's an alleged picture or one of the pictures that was shown in court. A lot of people are not buying this. They are saying this does not look like Ntanzi. I'm gonna try and zoom it as well and see if maybe, just maybe, there is something that I can see that I can be convinced that this is Bongani Ntanzi. Yeah, I've zoomed it, guys. I've tried to make it as big as I possibly can. Now you let me know if this is Bongani Ntanzi or not. For all we know, people who are saying that this is not him could not be seeing right. Maybe you guys can see better. Maybe you can help us see a little bit better. Is this Bongani Ntanzi? Is this accused number 2? I even went the extra mile of rotating this picture so that I can maybe see even better than maybe I used to see before. Family, is this Bongani Ntanzi? I'm gonna ask one more time. Is this accused number 2? Maybe I'm not seeing correctly. Guys, is this Bongani Ntanzi? I'm not playing. I'm very serious. And I'm gonna also try and put a side-by-side picture. This picture, of course, as well as a picture of Bongani Ntanzi that I can quickly find online. You guys need to tell me, is there something wrong with my eyesight? Let me know, please. Perhaps my eyes are deceiving me. Perhaps I'm not seeing properly. Perhaps it is what it is. I just put the pictures side by side. And guys, let me tell you, I'm not seeing the same person. Maybe it's just me, but I'm not seeing the same person. But what's more interesting about this video that I decided to make, you guys, is not only the similarities or whatever. I think it's more to give you the news, to give you the reports, to give you what's happening on social media concerning this particular picture. Now, as we were busy wondering about this picture, asking ourselves questions, analyzing and wondering, a lot of things. Is this picture even real? What is going on? And I'm sure you can see when you look at the picture itself, like it's a person laying down It looks like they're laying down. Maybe I could be wrong, but it looks like they're lying down on a bed or something. And they just decided to take a picture. And even the setup itself, considering what Ntanzi was going through around the time when everything else was happening, this picture is saying, I'm too comfortable. It doesn't scream I'm at a prison or I'm in a cell and I don't know where I am. And I keep getting moved from police station to police station. This picture, this person looks way too relaxed, in my opinion. And that's me just simply going and analyzing the picture. Now, we don't know the details about this particular picture, when it was shared and when it was posted. And also the point also was maybe being trying to make, or the state was trying to prove, is that Bongani Ntanzi had his cell phone with him inside the cells, that he had his cell phone with him when he was arrested or incarcerated at a particular police station, even though he kept be moving from police station to police station. At any point in time, did the police not think of searching him? Abu Mokhani, this Sergeant Mokhani, who came and testified that he was the one responsible for transporting Bongani Ntanzi, particularly in the month of June, from police station to police station or wherever they needed him to go, the crime scene and whatever. But at no point in time did he think of searching Bongani Ntanzi, whether he had a cell phone on him or not. He testified that he didn't know that he had a cell phone, despite traveling with him for that many hours and for that long. He has put on record that he didn't know that Bongani Ntanzi had a cell phone with him. And the story that we are being given in court is that they actually confiscated the cell phone later. I just can't recall the exact dates, but after he was arrested, like months later, that's when they found the cell phone in his cell. That's the testimony that was given by the police officers in court. And if I have missed something, you guys are more than welcome to correct it. Yes, any point that I have missed concerning Sergeant Mokhani's testimony, you are more than welcome to correct it. But for now, guys, look at the picture. The picture is trending. The picture is all over social media, and people cannot stop talking about this picture. I mean, even someone posted that this can't be Ntanzi. Are you guys even able to see the background of this picture? It should show nothing else but a prison setup, right? And I'm trying to look at the background. Of course, it's not that clear. And I'm going to try and zoom it again just to see if this looks like any, or it's given prison. It's given I am in a prison. That's what we're trying to look at, by zooming at this picture, to try and understand and see the details in the picture of, does this give prison setup? And despite, in my honest opinion, this doesn't look like Bongani Ntanzi, but some people are convinced that it's him, and he definitely had a cell phone with him in his cell. I don't know how they've come to that conclusion, but it will be interesting to find out from you guys who think that this is honestly him in the comment section. I want to see why are you guys saying that this is him. I can see with the mouth, this mouth is not really giving me Bongani Ntanzi's mouth, and we know that what's in contention currently, my apologies, there's no master of pronunciation, but what is currently being contested in court is the shape of the beard. Is that Ramasipili had placed on record that Bongani Ntanzi's beard was not a round shaped beard, but it was more of a goatee, meaning that in the middle it doesn't have hair per se, and even on the sides it doesn't have hair per se. It's not in argument that he can grow a beard like this, but what's in argument is that Bongani Ntanzi says he's never had his beard like this in his life. He doesn't shave it like this. This is a style, the goatee style. The style that he prefers the most is the goatee that he usually has every time when we've seen him in that courtroom. What he usually has is a goatee, and you can see that usually there's no hair that's like going and flowing all the way up until the bottom. It's not in contest that he can grow such a beard, but what Ramusepele was trying to articulate is that his client told him that all along, all his adult life, he's never had a beard looking like the other picture that we have just seen, looking like the picture here, the one that was posted, looking like this. So that is what is currently happening in that courtroom, with now, after the judge having allowed for Sibanda and the state to go through with presenting the rest of the photos that they said that they found on accused number 2, Bongani Ntanzi's memory card. Currently, that's what's being dealt with. Of course, today, more is set to continue. And another thing also, why is this beard such an issue? The reason why the beard is such an issue is because the identikit that warrant officer Steenkamp drafted after the incident, like it was a Thursday after the incident had occurred in October 2014, I think it was the 27th or something like that. She interviewed the people that were in the house, and they are the ones who gave the description of this identikit. This ID kit is the reason why the beard of Bongani Ntanzi has become a topic. I'm sure you can see there when it comes to ID kit for suspect B. When they're busy talking about a hoodie, talking about and trying to prove that that is what they are referring to. This particular image is what they are referring to. And also looking at the inside the hoodie, I'm sure you guys can see, which is what Warrant Officer Ndlovu was talking about yesterday, saying that he can see something that looks like dreadlocks. This is what he was referring to. And always, all these years, I've been asking myself, why did the second suspect also look like they had dreadlocks inside of their hoodie? This is the image that I was talking about, you guys. And I just saw that it's important that now I start showing you guys what I'm talking about, because in the live stream, I don't get a chance or an opportunity to put these things together like this. It becomes like too much when I have to listen, because as I'm listening, I'm looking for what is important, and also coming back now and having to also compile these images. So I decided to just deliver them like this as news to you guys. So when they're talking about the image of suspect B, this is what they were talking about and referring to. This is the image of suspect B that they were talking about, and this is what they're trying to say the round beard came from. And this is why they're also insisting that Bongani Ntanzi's beard was round. So yes, this overall is a picture of what is going on in court. There are certain pictures, it cannot be confirmed or denied whether it's Bongani Ntanzi or what, right? But it is what it is. This is what is the picture that is happening in court. Of course, we don't have the rest of the images like the hoodie, the red hoodie and the gray hoodie and whatever. But now we moved from this particular hoodie on suspect B, with the people from the house not sure whether it was brownish. We heard Miss Lorraine Kumalo saying that it was brownish or darkish, Tumelo Madlala is saying it's navy or gray or navy, but the color is not really specific. So now we are having now to hear that the hoodie was gray, and Bongani Ntanzi, since he has a gray hoodie, then maybe that is the hoodie that is being drawn here. I don't know exactly where the direction is going. And then there's a red hoodie as well. He wishy. And on top of that also is the fact that Bongani Ntanzi likes hoodies. We've seen him wearing the hoodies in court, and now the state is hammering on his love of hoodies, that just because that suspect in 2014 was wearing a hoodie, it could have been Bongani Ntanzi. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comment section down below. You know I can go on and on and on for the whole day discussing all of these points, discussing all of these contentions. But I just wanted to share this information with you that yes, we have a picture that is trending, and kutiwa, this picture is Bongani Ntanzi, and I want you guys to tell me, is it him or not? That's all. Those are the news for now. I'll be back with another update if there's anything that I need to update you guys on or anything else that we need to talk about. But for now, let's visualize Bongani Ntanzi's photos that are coming from a memory card that is said to have come from his Samsung, that in his version is saying that the police took when they arrested him. In fact, they took 2 phones from him. The other one was his sister's phone, and that he had promised his sister that he was going to get fixed, but then they took it as well. And also we can also not forget about that picture that was edited from an app that was shared by the state a couple of months ago, and Sergeant Mohani and also Colonel Stein were testifying about it. They were saying that that picture was taken inside prison and inside the cells. I wonder if it's this picture or not, but yes, that is the picture that was being talked about, that Bongani Ntanzi is alleged to have had his cell phone with him under police custody, and he was busy taking selfies. You guys let me know what you think. That's it from me for now, and I'll be back with another update if there's anything I need to update you guys on in the near future. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to comment, share, like, subscribe, do the things that needs to be done here on these YouTube streets. But I'll be back with another update if there's any more updates that I need to give you guys. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.